was the whole reason you wanted to bring up focus? What are you trying to convey? What are you exploring and learning in your own life at the moment from the training that you're doing here and the way that your life is being focused?
Well, I have encountered this problem many times in my life of setting myself a goal and being on track maybe for a few weeks or whatever. And then eventually there comes a time where I scatter myself, I forget about my objective, and I continuously let myself down. And I never actually achieve what I want to achieve. And it got to a point where I gave up on myself. I gave up on the idea of having any kind of vision or direction for my life. So I think that for people to learn that focus is kind of like a bit of a key as far as being able to achieve what you want to achieve.
The key.
It is the key.
It is the key.
Yeah. So that's why I thought it was important because, I mean, we have technology everywhere. We have a million things to think about in a day. Our brains are so scattered, and people are unhappy and people are sick. And so, if we can kind of learn to bring our brains back to what we really want in our lives, I think people would be a lot happier and a lot more at peace.
Right. Well, with regards to that, part of the reason it's become so challenging for people and why people are giving up is because they have chased the material over and over. They have followed the rules, they've played the games, they've done what they were told by their teachers, by their parents, by their authorities in life, and it's led them to just emptiness. It has not fulfilled them. It has given them nothing but stress. The natural result, there are two results from that, or maybe there are three results. There could be more, but we'll just leave it at three. One is to become immensely depressed and feel like there's no point to living. One is to become absolutely raging, angry, and full of hatred for society and the world, at which point you want to destroy the system because you feel like it's cheated you and lied to you and stolen your life. The other option is to ask yourself, is this really it? Is this really it?
This is all there is.
Is this all there is, really? And that potential option can lead you down a path of inquiry, a path of questioning the status quo, questioning the system, questioning society, questioning the so-called authorities in your life, and questioning yourself. What the hell are you doing here, really? What is this all about? And that's where the way, the lifestyle, the path of cultivation or mysticism can begin to open up a lot of doors for you and help reveal a lot of hidden, unseen elements of your life that you have been unaware of. And inquiring into those things and getting insight into them can help you regain the power and authority for the life that you've lost, or rather the life that you've lived that you feel you have lost, So what are you doing now that's different? And I know you're really just a beginner in this, you're exploring it, but what are you inquiring into now that's helping shape your life more appropriately?
Getting incredibly clear on what my goals are and what I really do want to be doing. And giving my brain as little as possible wiggle room as far as those goals and objectives. So being extremely clear and specific on what they are so that my brain can't deviate. Visualization, seeing the end goal in my mind has really helped. This is only over the last couple of days I've started using the visualization to really see the end goal, see myself doing these practices, seeing myself get to these places. And yeah, your brain just really takes that on once you start to kind of believe it, see it and believe it and give it energy and focus.
So it's, again, just very important to once again reiterate that these are not just banal, I think that's the word, material pursuits. So because you live, our method of cultivation is one where we're not going to just retreat from the world. We're not going to retreat from all responsibility. We're not just going to leave our families behind. We're not just going to leave everything behind and go and live in a cave and learn to meditate. That's not what we do. There are elements of that where we go on retreat from everyone and everything. But we want a full acknowledgement of our life here, which means every element of the human, every element of human relationship, every element of human experience, including social responsibility, environmental responsibility, government, self-government, etc., community, So to make sure that we're not just self-seeking in our focus, in what we are focusing our life into is not just personal self-seeking. It is, while cultivating activity, practical activity each day, and practical objectives that serve our body, serve our health, serve our meditation objectives, serve our mindfulness and our inquiry into the nature of life itself, and also serve the community, serve the immediate people around us. So it's a whole lifestyle. We turn our focus towards cultivation of an entire lifestyle, not just getting stuff, not just getting things. Now, like I say, not just getting things. So that means, of course, there are elements of focus and manifestation, focus on manifestation, whereby we need material resources. We've all just put our efforts into fixing up our vans. So that's a material objective. There are tools and bits of equipment that we want for the community, for elements of training or just resources in general. Those are material. That is a seeking of a material need or a material desire, but it has a higher purpose than just our own immediate gratification. We are seeking those things to enhance the life of the community and to help expand our resources, as in our immediate essential needs resources. So that we're better taken care of as a group, as a community. It's just very, very important to have that discerned, because if your spirit, if you are turned towards chasing the ego, it's always disaster. It's always unsatisfactory. It's always dissatisfaction. It's always emptiness that you find. Whereas if all of your elements of your body, your brain, your ego, you are in service of the higher mind, the higher functioning of life, it's always love, fulfillment, extension of your life, greater happiness, greater shared experience, and more happiness for everyone, including you. So it's just very important that people who maybe hear this, who begin to think about potentially focusing their life in a certain way, to ensure that they're focusing it in a way that is connected to and in service of the highest mind of life, which is the enlightened spirit, awareness itself, which is connected to everyone and everything, is full of love and joy and an immediate connection and an immediate service to the life that is present.